nigga never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my layer while we out here. Say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Become my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it. And hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff from most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts on how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it.
Fuck. Goddamn.
Goddamn is right, man. Goddamn is right. Man, what is going on? What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. And Lord. Wow.
Yeah.
We got...
What a week.
Yeah, we got a lot of interesting episodes, or we have an interesting episode of news to talk about here today with you guys. We got a lot of interesting stories on today's episode, man. As you can tell by the thumbnail, Tony Khan seems like he's continuing to turn into Vince McMahon more and more by the day. So much so that the rumors, which... I mean, we'll get into it. I don't even know if I believe them. It just seems something so odd, but it's definitely noteworthy for sure. We got news on Shane McMahon reaching out to AEW talent. Oh, Lord. Is AEW turning more and more into 2019 SmackDown or what? Holy shit.
Oh, yeah. It really is, dude.
Golly. We got news on the Wyatt Six. We got news on them being a supernatural faction or lack thereof. We got news on their beat-ups and who they were and were not. Because the IWC love to take that segment and run with it. But we got news on SummerSlam. We got news on NXT. We got news on Bad Blood. We got news on Ricochet. We got news on Caesar Sikoa.
What is that?
Oh, Lord. WWE files the trademark for Caesar Sikoa. Yikes. Yeah, we'll get into it, man. But actually, we're going to start you guys off with a bit of AEW news, man. This is actually, for the first time in a while, we actually have AEW news. And it's not much. It's Shane, and it's...
It's not Shane.
Oh my God, is that it?
I think that's literally the only... I think it's just the Shane story. Yeah, it's just the Shane story.
That is literally the only fucking piece of AEW news. If you cannot tell, AEW... Well, see, the thing is, I was going to have two pieces of news here on today's episode, but I decided to save the breakdown of the Owen tournament for Monday. Because
it's more of a scripted thing to do,
right? Because they technically announced them on Dynamite, so I just put that in as a part of the show. But we're obviously gonna have the pictures and whatnot on Monday of the Owen for you guys. But that is literally the only piece of AEW news we have. Well, actually, we're gonna start you guys off with just a little talking point about this. Man, I always tell you guys, ratings is a very outdated system. It's not really something that you want to look towards, I mean, I say it all the time. I'm 100% going to always rather go off crowd volume over ratings. You know what I mean? If people want to come out to your show, if you have got a packed arena, but the ratings suck, okay. Again, ratings is an outdated system. Again, that's kind of how Dynamite was in their heyday. You know what I mean? Back in 2021, they were getting like 800,000 viewers, which I mean, it's a good number, but for wrestling standards, everybody's looking towards the 1.7s, 2 millions, because of that's what WWE draws. So 800 is a good number, it is, but in the space of wrestling, that's a little bit on the weaker side. But at the end of the day, Dynamite was packing out their arenas, and they were having the best fucking weekly show, of that run, of the 2019, 20, 21, 22 type run, early 2022 type run. That was that was when things were great, and they weren't getting the best ratings. But again, I'd rather go off and then look at WWE. They were getting great ratings, but nobody wanted to come out to the fucking show. You know what I mean? Because the fucking show sucked at the time. Now you look at WWE, and both of those things coincide. They got great rating numbers, and they have a problem not selling a seat. You know what I mean? All they do is fucking sell seats nowadays, it seems. But Lord, that's obviously, I want to talk about that. Obviously, it's not a part of the news, but I definitely want to talk about that, to get us started. But how's everybody doing, man? And welcome to another edition of the Notorious podcast. This is another edition of the news, man. This is episode 219 of the news. And if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know how the show works, every single Monday we are on here live with Notorious Unscripted after Monday Night Raw, and every Friday at 4 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news, man. So, if you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, the Wyatt Six are here, man. We talked about a shit episode of Dynamite from June the 12th, I believe. We talked about that absolutely god-awful episode of Dynamite. And we talked about wow. What an amazing episode of Monday Night Raw we got. One of the best episodes of Monday Night Raw out of the year. It's definitely given that March Chicago episode. Probably one of the best episodes of weekly TV. Weekly wrestling TV all year is probably between those two episodes of Monday Night Raw. And if there was a category for best weekly show of the year, I can't believe I'm fucking saying it, because I would have never thought just a couple years ago that Monday Night Raw would even win the fucking award. But Monday Night Raw so far this year is running away with the award.
Oh yeah, dude, it's outlasting fucking Dynamite, SmackDown. Fuck, literally NXT might be the second best runner-up, and that's how evil this world is right now. That's how bad this world is right now.
Dude, do you see like just the reactions that did you see the way that crowd was for Joe Hendry? I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, that was a WrestleMania fucking pop, dude. Like, holy shit.
I know, and it's so crazy to see how far he's came, man. Because I remember hearing about Joe Hendry back when I used to watch some of the uncharismatic fucks in the IWC, man. I used to watch some of these guys, and I remember he did an interview with one of the most uncharismatic people in the IWC, and now to see where he's come is insane, and to see him getting that kind of reaction on a WWE stage, I mean, yeah, like Sir K said, those people were fucking going bonkers for that man.
The tweet of that moment that they tweeted out, that is WWE's third most liked tweet in general. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's insane. And TNA should be very scared, because whenever that man's contract is up, I know where he's going.
Them, man. Like, oh, exactly. They are about to fucking what AEW did to New Japan, WWE's about to do to TNA, bro.
Yep. Shawn Michaels is about to purchase the TNA DLC pack.
No, he would 100% is Jordan Grace, Joe Hendry, all of them, dude.
I would even like to see fucking Nash Carter and Trey Miguel, Trey Miguel and Zachary Wentz back.
Oh, hell yeah. That'd be really fucking good, dude.
So we could get them as a trio, dude, them versus fucking the Wyatt Six, the Alpha Academy, the Bloodline. I mean, there's a bunch of opportunities you could do there if you have the Rascals. But yeah, I don't know, man. Especially, we talked about it a couple weeks ago, man, but especially hearing about, the stance on Nash Carter has lightened, because I mean
That's good.
the man was fucking played, bro. The man was played.
He
You
played
know,
like that.
a wise man once said, "Bro, all girls are the same." And Nash Carter got that, and Nash Carter knew what that was about, bro. You know, some of us get lucky,
You
man,
know,
but golly, yeah. Well, you know, some of us get lucky, man. But Nash Carter definitely felt the wrath at that moment. I mean, goddamn. I mean, he got
exactly.
played, bro. He got played.
No, he really did. That shit was brutal.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's I don't know, bro. But no, I mean, yeah. I mean, we know where he's going. But anyways, bro. Yeah. Talked about a great episode of Monday Night Raw, nonetheless, man. Like I said, if there was an award, man, Monday Night Raw is fucking running away with it. For the year. So, uh, I'm just saying, man. You know, sometimes, bro. Sometimes.
Sometimes.
So,
Exactly.
you know, sometimes you gotta look to Juice Rolls for your answers. Okay, um, so except for this man Sir K here, yeah, that's why he's taking a sip of his drink, man. He's sitting pretty right now.
What? What do you want about that, bro?
You know. So anyways, yes, if you guys did miss
Wish I
unscripted
did.
episode, shut up, episode 200 of Unscripted, man. The 200th episode of Unscripted. We actually have the 4-year anniversary for that coming up sometime soon. We have that episode coming up sometime soon here for the the 4-year anniversary of Unscripted, sorry. But if you did miss an episode of Unscripted, that is available for you guys on all platforms. That is Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to stay first, join us right here live every single Monday after Monday Night Raw for Notorious Unscripted, man. And also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, where you can get all 8 of these beautiful, beautiful designs available on there for you guys. Like I said, you get all 8 of these beautiful designs and more available on bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video and in either mine or Sir K's social media pages, man. And with that, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels podcast, I am Johnny, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. The return of the, Friday show return for my man Sir K. We all know. We all know who he is, man. How are you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been chilling out, man. Just on recovery, so not doing much. Just been chilling out, man. Been pretty good. Been pretty good. Just waiting, man. Just waiting for a lot of things. But the big
Really?
thing has been
Oh.
fixed, thankfully, and been done. But so now I'm just recovering, man. But everything's been good, man. Everything's been good. Like Durante always asks, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. Family's good. How is everyone doing in the live chat? How's everyone doing in the replay? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good, bro. Just chilling, man. Just chilling, bro. Nothing too much, dude. Nothing too much. But, yeah, as Durante always asks, I'm good. Family's good. What about you, Durante, Logan? Everybody here in live chat. Everybody here. Whether you're in the live chat or a part of the replay mafia, how the hell are you guys doing? And Logan says he's feeling lonely in the chat, man. Where is Belle?
Everybody, yeah.
Unbelievable. Where is she?
What the hell?
She will, there will be hell to pay when she gets here. Unbelievable. Despicable.
Seriously.
I know it's not that late in London. Unreal. Belle never ceases to amaze me. So, man, the first talking point, bro. Lord. Logan's first comment of, he says, I thought AEW was a decent show this week. It was way better than what we got in the past few weeks. Valid. That is valid.
Yeah.
The best way I could describe it, man, for me, and we'll definitely go in depth on Monday, because you guys know, You guys know how we bring it, bro. Well, you guys know how we bring it
Yeah.
when we talk about AEW. but
You know what they say, man?
mhm.
What is AEW Twitter always? AEW hate
That,
just gets views and money. Where's that at? Because if that's the case, we should be drowning in both.
I know. Where's my money, man? I get Sir K, man, I guess the apple fell very far from the river. Okay.
It really is.
You know what I'm saying, bro? So unreal. But anyways, anyways, man. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I wish, bro, but yeah, I don't know. It would I guess they would call us some hate watchers.
Oh, I'm a hate watcher. Sadly, at this point, actually, yes. I'm actually, yeah,
Yes. Being an honest viewer has made us hate watchers, apparently.
exactly. If I genuinely hated the show, I would not watch it. I hate the show a lot of the times, but I don't hate the show's existence. I want to love the show, and I try every week. Like, hey, let me give it a shot. Most of the time, shit's just ass, dude. Shit. There was some good this week. We'll talk about it.
Yeah.
There was some really good, and the rest was just a fucking snooze fest. But
Yeah.
we'll talk about it.
Definitely. But anyways, so he says, he says the show was, better than what we've gotten. 502,000 viewers.
That's bad, dude.
Wow. So,
That's bad.
let me pull up my receipts here. This is, man.
Was it?
Oh, okay. My bad. Sorry, I had to mute for a second. My bad. I had to sneeze. But my
Oh, we heard
apologies.
it.
My apologies. I mean, no, you could hear me. They couldn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, bro,
No,
AEW Dynamite. Huh?
I think they hit the record for their lowest, actually, Logan. I think that's at least what I heard, what I kept seeing on Twitter.
So,
I think that's their new low.
this week's AEW Dynamite did 502 viewers with a 0.16 in the demo, according to Programming Insider, number 3 on cable for the night. I guarantee you that's the only stat Tony Khan's going to look at. The fact that they were number 3 on cable for the night.
I think I said when Tony Khan tweets about like ratings and shit, that's only the part he ever tweets out. Number 3 on the cable, blah blah blah. Okay, every time I've seen it.
Which, this is the lowest rated episode in the history of AEW Dynamite. So it could be their third lowest in programming, but for Dynamite, this is a record low.
Oh, okay.
This
For
is
Dynamite, okay.
Oh yeah, them episodes. I think the episodes of Collision nowadays are getting like 200K. Like they ain't getting shit.
Yeah, I think one got like 240 or something.
Yeah, but for Dynamite, this is the lowest ever rated Dynamite. Which again, I don't usually like to go off of ratings. I think that's a horrible way to look at it. I think the better way to look at it is the people that actually want to come out to your show, which even that stat does not help AEW in the slightest because they have to tarp off. They have to tarp off half of the arena, which, Lord.
Have you ever seen that video? Oh, there was a fan in the crowd, one of the AEW shows. I don't know if it was like Jay White or like Adam Cole or something. They were talking to the hard cam, and he's just yelling, "Who are you talking to? No one's there." I was like, "Dang."
It was Jay White. God, I've seen that. Who are you talking to? We're over here. Oh, bro. Somebody did something to Jay White too, where he was cutting a promo a couple weeks ago, and you just hear somebody fucking yell out, "Who booked this shit?"
No, it was who wrote this shit.
Yeah. Oh Lord, bro. Poor fucking
It's,
Jay. Oh,
it's always happened to him too.
this guy could be on fucking SmackDown right now, man. We need fucking heels, please.
I'm telling you,
I guess Cody's just stuck with the good old Caesar over there.
the fraud.
See, the reason I bring this up and the reason this is wild to me is because the Raw ratings were also in for this past week. Mind you, these are the same Raw ratings that I believe were going up against the Stanley Cup Finals. And they were also going up with the NBA Finals. The NBA Finals that actually culminated on Monday and actually had a championship celebration. They had all the media surrounding the NBA for that night because the Celtics won the title on Monday. 1.7. They had such good episode of Raw. Seth Rollins coming back, Drew McIntyre quitting, fucking Chad Gable and his storyline progressed, and obviously this all culminated with the Wyatt 6. They got 1.7, and they were going up against two major fucking sports broadcasts in the Stanley Cup Final and the fucking NBA Finals. And again, the NBA Finals that culminated. I'm not sure where the Stanley Cup Finals is in their, series. I don't really keep up with hockey too much, but I keep up with basketball. The fucking Celtics won the title, and they got a 1.7. And Dynamite couldn't even draw 500K on a episode of Dynamite where I don't believe anything else was going up against it.
Well, the Kendrick concert they went up against. You could say that.
Well, if I'm a betting man, yeah, I definitely understand. If I'm in the Los Angeles area, I'm definitely popping out to that Kendrick concert for sure. I think it was called the Pop Out too. Definitely popping out to that.
Oh fuck yeah! But like, dog, 500,000. That is so sad, dude. And they weren't going against anything real. It was just a normal Wednesday night, and they couldn't even crack that. That is sad, dude. That is sad. Like, and it wasn't like we were saying, it wasn't even one of their worst dynamites. Trust me, last week, 10 times worse. But it's just a sad state of the show where you just don't care about most of it. Most of the things that go on, you either roll your eyes or fucking lay down on your phone.
Yeah.
Literally, genuinely, I remember one thing from the show right now.
You do.
That's how boring it was, man.
Man, they were going up against a fucking concert. A concert that obviously it's a huge concert, but what about everybody else in the other 49 fucking states in the US?
Like 500K, dude. That's an insane number.
Man, I don't get it, bro.
Like you said, I'm not a big ratings guy, but the thing I see about ratings, I don't think it really matters unless it's doing really good or really bad. That in between fluctuation don't really matter to me. When you're moving from late 600 to early 900,000, when it fluctuates through that, it is what it is. It's going to be different week by week. But when you're hitting the low that low, that's bad, dude. That's bad.
In AEW's heyday, they were drawing high 8s, 9s, and low millions.
Mm-hmm.
And on average, 300 to 500,000 people have dipped. What does that tell you about the product? And I really hope it doesn't stay like this, but the way that show is going, and and here's the thing, the product may have turned out and it may have, had a decent flow to it, but this week, but you got to think, dude, the hype going into it, I mean, sure, these matches might turn out bangers, But who's really saying to themselves, and no disrespect to these two guys, because I love both of them, who's really saying, oh shit, I gotta fucking tune into Dynamite for the Claudio and Pac main event? No disrespect to those two guys, but it's a fact. I mean, who's looking at that match as destination television other than the niche of the niche? I mean, again, I love both of those guys. I think Claudio's amazing. You know, I think Pac's amazing. But, you know, and it's as ridiculous I even have to reiterate that because, you know, everybody likes to say, well, you hate them now? You know how they are.
So you
But
don't watch fucking random nobodies on NXT? Like, no, that's not what I said.
I don't watch NXT either, buddy, please.
Exactly. Please, kill me.
But yeah, man, I mean, nobody's tuning in for the all-star 8-man tag. You know what I mean? Nobody's tuning in for this kind of shit, man. I mean, you put probably about one thing on the show that's noteworthy, and that was a face-off between Ospreay and Swerve. And that obviously turned out amazing. Which, you know, we'll get to it on Monday, but that's a whole other thing in itself. But that's like the only thing that I look at and I say, oh, okay, this could be good. Other than that, I mean, what the fuck are we doing, man?
Literally, that fucking Chris Jared dork fucking running around, fucking stinking up the fucking place. The show, it's like, it's not great. It's just filler every day.
Yeah, definitely, man. So I don't understand. I really don't understand, bro. But yeah, Dynamite has hit an all-time low, and Jesus, it is low. 502,000. Man.
Yeah.
They got to get it together, bro. They got to fucking get it together. And again, I know that's something that Tony looks at, but I hope it has really struck a chord with him because he's got to look at something at some point, man. He's got to look at something, and I really hope, again, since he's such a since he is such a stat geek, I really hope that he eventually looks at these ratings and says, man, maybe something does need to change on this show because something's not cutting it. And it's not even just the fact that the ratings are low that something needs to change. It's been this way for a while. I just hope the ratings is what opens his eyes, because my eyes have been open for a fucking long time. And anybody that's honest with themselves, and if they're in content creation, anybody that's fucking honest with their audience would know that something needs to change about this show, because the show is just not the same. It's not the same Dynamite that do you guys understand that back a couple years ago, my whole life centered around fucking being excited for Wednesday? Or at least Wednesday was one of the nights of the week where I just was so excited and I could not wait for. Yesterday, I was telling fucking this guy, Sir K, I was telling him, man, I feel like I keep trying to progress my week and make myself feel like I'm further in the week so we're closer to Monday.
Literally, dude, because that's how fucking ass Wednesdays are. I literally built my days off around Dynamite, and I have to dreadfully watch it every fucking week.
I don't know, man. I don't know. So, furthermore on AEW, Shane McMahon. Oh, Lord.
Maybe it is Shane after all.
Actually, before we get to the Shane story, we actually do have another story on AEW.
Oh.
Forgot to mention this. AEW Dynamite and Collision are set to debut in the United Kingdom.
Look at that.
AEW's social media has put out a tweet hyping their debut. For the first time ever, AEW is heading to Wales. Don't miss AEW Dynamite and Collision at Cardiff's Utilita Arena CDF on Wednesday, August 21st, on the path to AEW All In. Tickets on sale Friday, June 28th. So if you are in Wales, or if you are interested in going to the shows, next Friday they go on sale. But AEW is finally bringing Dynamite to the UK. It's about fucking time.
Look at that. They fucking needed to forever, and they're finally fucking doing it. Well, actually, I have people in the audience. But look what happens when you go to new places. You get people that are interested.
Yeah. And if these don't sell out, you really got a fucking issue. A serious issue.
Dude. Oh, literally, if these don't sell out, you're fucked, dude. You're just fucked.
Yeah. Unbelievable. Yo, JB. What up, my man?
What's up, man? How you doing?
How the hell are you, dude? Yeah, this company, man. I mean, yeah. Definitely.
Oh, yeah,
man.
in terms of just genuine, like, intrigue every week, completely fucking lost me. I don't look forward to almost anything on Dynamite ever.
Yeah. And then there's people in the community who rave about the storyline progression that hate watchers refuse to see.
Oh, man.
There's a
Shit,
thing
I'm blind, I guess.
You see, back in 2021 Monday Night Raw, there was storyline progression, but it fucking sucked. Just because there's progression doesn't mean it's intriguing or good.
Exactly. Just because you had fucking Roman Reigns getting spread with dog food, you get the story is a fucking garbage one. Like, come on, man. We have fucking Chris Jericho out there every fucking week. Shit sucks.
Completely fucking blind. One of the this is I don't know how tribalism was back in the Attitude Era, but man, these fucking AEW these AEW markout demons, I mean, bro, they have got to be some of the worst. They've got to be one of the worst fan bases in the history of any company.
Being a WCW demon back in the day.
Early WCW I could see.
It was dope. Yeah, it was dope. It was cool. I think it was a cooler product, but that late WCW, fucking hell, man. You just had NWO every week.
Yeah, like early, Scott Hall and fucking Kevin Nash, if this is where the big boys come to play, we didn't come to play. And that shit was dope. Okay? I mean, early NWO, all that kind of stuff, it was dope shit. But man, towards the later days of WCW, where they're doing shit as stupid as airing fight footage, on that level of stupid for no fucking reason whatsoever, that shit was ass.
Yeah. Also aired fight footage.
Well,
sometimes history repeats itself.
No, WCW didn't do it, but I'm saying when they make decisions on par with that level of stupid, then with that, I mean when they're doing levels of stupid that are at that level, something's wrong, bro. Something's wrong. But man, yeah, I mean it's complete. But back to this. JB says WWE is the NBA while AEW is the WNBA. Oh, Lord.
Oh,
yeah, seriously.
It's true both in feeling and in money. That's crazy. I saw a post that someone in the WNBA like cursed or something, and they were fined $25. I was like, oh my god, that shit killed me. Yes, their fines are $25 for if you like curse.
It's probably a large chunk of change for them.
I was gonna say you got to make it relative to what they make. In the NBA, it's probably like $10K per fuck, and the WNBA throw them 20.
Man. Yeah, bro, but they are going to Cardiff. They are going to Wales. It's about fucking time. I don't know. At this, WWE can use this shit for their international, pay-per-views or whatever. AEW, they need to go international for any type of show because they can't sell shit in the United States. They can't.
No, exactly. They got to do a genuine ass full couple month long tour over there, just in Europe in general, because they
Yep.
need it.
They do. They absolutely do because you need some excitement around these shows, man. Look at the type of excitement that France brought around WWE at the time. You know, it was. I mean, it was
Wow.
fucking. It was huge. It made you feel like WrestleMania was in the middle of the fucking summer. You know. But yeah, man. I mean, if they don't sell these out, man, and I'm gonna be keeping an eye on it, man. I mean. Wow. I mean, horrible. Absolutely horrible, man. Absolutely horrible, bro. If they're not able to sell these out, man, or at least get close to selling these out, they got a huge problem, bro. Because again, the UK is starved for wrestling a lot of the time, and my God, they're seriously a huge problem if they're not able to sell something in Wales the first time they're bringing Dynamite and Collision over there. If they're not able to do something for that, I don't know what they got going on, bro. But AEW will be debuting in the UK. They will be bringing Dynamite and Collision to Wales, and yeah, man, hopefully they're able to garner some sort of interest, and they need to do this more, man, because the show desperately needs it. I don't even care if we get spoilers at this point. If we just get an episode of AEW Dynamite that has some fucking excitement around it, then man, I mean that would be nice. And I don't know why it's taken them 5 fucking years to get over there.
I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know, man. But Shane McMahon. Oh, Tony, man, it really starting to become like Vince here, if any of this is true. Shane McMahon's future in wrestling remains uncertain, but WWE Hall of Famer Jim Ross recently addressed the idea of Shane McMahon joining AEW. Ross did not rule out this happening. He stated it might be crazy enough to work. Oh, Jesus. He says, yeah, it would be, or he says, yeah, it would. It's so crazy that it might work. Depending on how it was positioned and how it was introduced. Shane called me the other day. He's called me 2 or 3 times, which I really appreciate. He's always been sensitive in that respect. That's the only question, he says that's only a question that Shane could answer. Shane and Tony being together. Okay. Shane and Tony being together. How would that work creatively? Heck, who knows? Might be great, but in any event, that all depends on Shane and what he wants to do. While speaking on the Grilling JR podcast, Jim Ross co-host Conrad Thompson revealed that he received a text from a friend claiming that claiming that Shane McMahon had reached out to AEW talents about potentially joining the promotion. There was a friend of ours, he went out of his way to text me, hey, that's not as crazy as you think. I know for sure that Shane McMahon has reached out to wrestlers on the AEW roster to at least hypothetically discuss the idea. As for Shane McMahon, he was recently spotted at a New York Yankees game, but there's no guarantees that he will ever make his way to Tony Khan's company and work there. Nevertheless, anything is possible in the world of professional wrestling. Oh, Lord.
First of all, I want to know who the fuck he's texting. If this is real. Who is he texting at AEW that he knows? Is my first question. Like, I don't get it.
Well, Conrad says it was a friend of his. Man. Obviously, this is no sort of, confirmed Shane is headed to AEW type news. But if that is true, which again, I don't even know how much I believe that he's talked about hypothetical, maybe, jokingly, or maybe he has. And Tony, holy shit.
No.
Please just spare me please spare me with this shit, man. I mean, Shane joining AEW obviously is something that is so fucking outlandish, and it just sounds weird. It just sounds weird even thinking about it, man. But Shane McMahon going to AEW, man, I mean, it's something I don't see happening, but it's definitely something noteworthy for sure. But I mean, if Tony Khan ever thought about that idea, man, I mean, he really needs to think fucking twice, because out of everything you're missing on your television right now, I can fucking assure you, Shane McMahon joining the company is not it, man. It is not at all, and it reeks. If they were to ever do something like that, it desperately fucking reeks of, please watch our television show, please.
Oh, exactly. Please watch us. For the love of God, we need you to. We have the old owner of the rival company's son. That's all it would be, man. Because at the end of the day, what would he even do with being on AEW? Besides show up, do his little fucking strut, do his little dance, and fucking call it a day. What would he fucking do? He don't got it. No matter what fucking Michael Cole might think, Shane don't got it no more. Um, it's it would not work. It would not work, and it would just be embarrassing for AEW and Tony Khan to do. And
They're no
I
stranger
think
to
it
that
is.
nowadays.
They're no stranger to that, and that's exactly why I think this is a possibility. I don't think it's going to happen, but I can see it happening with how sad this company's been. Um, and I hope they don't. I hope they don't go to this level of sadness. But you never know with Tony Khan and AEW. Um, I just wish they would go back to what they were, man. But I don't think it's going to happen, and I think we're just going to continue this path of just what we've been getting, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. Jeez. Yeah. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, what do you even say? Honestly, what do you? Like I said, man, it's genuinely something that just sounds so weird. And if they were to ever express that idea, it is genuinely something that reeks of desperation. And if I were Tony Khan, it's definitely something that reeks of company spy. Um,
Oh yeah, I would never have a fucking McMahon employed to me.
Yeah, absolutely not. Because, again, I don't know what their whole family situation is, and obviously it's nobody's business, but, like, if Shane wanted to participate in professional wrestling, I'm sure his brother-in-law would give him some sort of role. I mean, I doubt their relationship's that bad. Again, the last time we seen Shane was WrestleMania 39. The last time we seen Shane was WrestleMania 39, and we know Vince was behind that, and we haven't seen him since. But I'm sure if he wanted to do something, I'm sure Triple H would give him something to do. I mean, I doubt the relationship's that bad to where he'd have to go to the other company. Now, again, I could be wrong. I mean, again, that's their family and that's their business, and that's none of our business. But I mean, if it was, I doubt it's that bad. I mean, it could be, but I don't know. That's all right, Bell.
Exactly.
That's all right, Bell. As much as I like to give you shit, let the ant
That's
know
okay.
let the ant know that the IWC's best kept secret said hello. So shout out to Bell's
Exactly.
ant.
Certainly, shout it out.
But yeah, man. I mean, it's something that just sounds a little too. It sounds unbelievable, man. It really does. And I know we've seen a lot of crazy shit happening in pro wrestling. And I mean, I'm not saying it's the craziest thing that could happen, but a McMahon signed to AEW would that just seems a little. I don't even know if Tony Khan would put his hatred to the side to let that happen.
No, I don't know if he would. I really don't think he could.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's it, everybody. That's it for the AEW. That's it for the AEW news. So
Thank you, Ben. Thank you. Doing good.
there it is. Man, all right. So I guess speaking of somebody that sort of pertains to AEW, PW Insider. This is WWE news, but I mean, you guys don't know where I'm going with this. PW Insider reports that the belief among sources is that Ricochet is done with the company and will not be making any more appearances for the company, despite there being rumors of the company wanting to bring him back for at least one more appearance. He remains internally listed as a part of the WWE roster ahead of his expected departure in July when his deal is up. If you can't get Ricochet to be like a wild card in the Owen, I say you just save him for All In at this point.
You might as well just save him for All In. Just keep him dormant.
Yep, you can have Will Ospreay go on and do his match at All In, and maybe you have him win. Maybe you have Ricochet come down and do a stare down, or maybe you have Ricochet just come out and be their contract signing segment like they used to do at pay-per-views. That wasn't so bad. You could do that. But I if I'm Tony Khan, I bring him back in front of a large crowd, the largest crowd that they're probably going to have all year, around 40,000, 45,000, whatever they got for All In. I bring him back there. Personally, I don't bring him back on an episode of Dynamite where he's going to come out in front of a bunch of tarps. Personally, I bring him back at All In, or I not bring him back. I bring him in rather at All In. Personally, you're going to get the biggest pop. It's going to be a huge moment for the show. It's going to draw people to the show, and you know it'll be it'll be a nice thing. It'll be a lot better than whatever any sort of bringing him back or bringing him in front of 2,000 people will be.
No, exactly. I think that's the best way to do it. Wait, don't blow your load, which I know Tony Khan will the second he gets Ricochet, guaranteed. If that man debuts at All In, that Dynamite after, we are getting Will Ospreay versus Ricochet on that Dynamite. I just know how Tony Khan works, man. But overall, I think that's how they should do it, and I hope that's what they're planning to do. I hope it. I hope he doesn't just debut on a boring ass episode of Dynamite where you go, "Oh my God, it's Ricochet," and then 5 minutes later you're back slumped in your seat. I hope that's how they do it, and I think that's how they'll do it. To be honest,
definitely, man. But WWE wrote him off television great. They did. They put Braun Breaker over. There's no reason to bring him back. And I'm glad that they're not doing any more appearances. There's no reason. Like I said a couple weeks ago, when it was rumored that this is going to be Ricochet's last appearance on Raw, you have wrote him off, but you wrote him off good enough to where if you do bring him back in a couple years, there's actually stuff that he could do, because we know that those two guys are still going to be in the company. At least I hope. Anything could happen, but at least with the trajectory of things, Triple H is building Dragunov and Braun Breaker to be future pieces to the company, as they are so young. And Ricochet can come back and have unfinished business and have shit to do with both of them. He could come back and face Breaker. He could come back and finish up his friendly competition with Dragunov. But in the meantime, you wrote him off great, and you left the door open for storylines when he comes back. And I like that they do stuff like that. I do. I like, I like that kind of stuff. And overall, I'm happy he's going to AEW. I think AEW is the place that suits him. I don't think I think WWE suited him. I just don't think WWE capitalized on suiting him.
No, exactly. He suited them. They didn't do their
They
part at
didn't.
the end of the day.
Yes, they didn't accommodate him at all.
No, they really didn't. He was the WWE Speed Champion, bro. Like,
Yeah.
come on, dog.
Yeah, I mean that's that. Yeah, I mean outside of a U.S. title and an Intercontinental title run that nobody remembers, he was the WWE. He was the inaugural Speed Champion. I mean that is not a good way to get somebody to stay with the company. Nor
That
is
is not.
we'll put you in a feud with Braun Breaker so you can put this guy over. That's not a good way to get somebody to stay with. I, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. But
So you get fucking obliterated every week.
yeah, I was gonna say, please stay with the company so you can take this fucking rabid animal spear every week. Um, yeah, I don't know, but he's gonna be in AEW. I think they're obviously gonna appreciate him a lot more. And if they don't, for the love of God, Tony, get your fucking head out of whoever's ass it's stuck in, because I mean, this guy suits these markout demons so perfectly. He really does. He's an immense talent. He's amazing in the ring. And that's what they're going to use him for. Unfortunately, he's going to slip into that role of this guy never tells stories. All he does is compete. That sucks because I know they're not going to capitalize on anything further with him. But at the end of the day, he is a great in-ring performer, and that's what AEW is bringing him in for.
Exactly. That's what Tony Khan and their niche-ass fan base loves, so they'll love him either way. He'll be used. We'll get annoyed by his presence 100%, but he will be used.
Yeah, definitely. So, no more appearances for Ricochet for WWE, man. So, it looks like he's officially wrapped it up with WWE, man, and that is good news, man. I'm glad. There's like I said, there's no point in bringing him back, and his contract is up in July. Whether that's July 1st or the end of July remains to be seen, or maybe even the middle of July. Nobody knows, but I guess just keep your eyes open for AEW. But I don't think I don't think it's going to come as a shock in AEW. I think they're going to do one of their worst kept secrets.
Oh, 100%. It's going to be a classic AEW horrible kept secret.
Yep, and they're gonna make either they're gonna debut him at All In, which I think they should do, or they're gonna make a Dynamite Flight edition, and it's gonna be the most fucking obvious thing. Dynamite Flight.
Flight. Oh, good lord. Oh, yeah, they'll have Tony Khan has a very special announcement on Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know it.
Yeah. Or Ricochet, or Will Ospreay is gonna drop the. Will Ospreay is gonna say something along the lines of that he's the one and only or something.
Oh, yeah, you know
He's
it.
the future of flight or whatever. Which I hope not. I hope they bring him in at All In as a shock, and it's something nice. Maybe he costs Will Ospreay the match, whatever his match is at All In. Whether it's against MJF for the international title or whatever it is, maybe he costs him the belt, or maybe he does a face-off with him after the match, and they build to something, hopefully not at All In 2 weeks, knowing Tony Khan, that'll be the case. But maybe they build to something at a fucking Wrestle Dream or something. Fucking something. But knowing Tony Khan, he'll come in at All In and he'll face Will Ospreay at All Out, and he'll lose, and then or he'll win, and then he'll be in the Orange Cassidy role. So who knows, bro?
100%.
The opener that puts on a banger. Oh, you can't forget his gimmick is gonna be a fighting champion. Wow.
He's gonna win the international title and take it all over the world, man.
Oh
'Cause that's
man.
what a real champion does. He's gonna take it everywhere. In matches we're not gonna see because they'll be other places. So why the fuck are you doing them? Ugh, I hate
Wow.
this shit.
Wow. That's really an innovative gimmick you just came up with there, Sir K.
Oh, so innovative. Who's? Oh yeah, they said Will Ospreay was he's gonna take the title other places, and it's really gonna be international. I don't give a fuck where he takes it or where he wrestles. If it's not an AEW, I don't give a fuck.
Whoa, 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 whoa. You mean to tell me you don't miss the videos of Pac defending the title at the fucking indie show in front of 15 people?
Oh, dude, I love watching a title on television. Only time I ever fucking see it
Mhm.
is on Twitter in a 15-minute clip or in a 15-second clip. I just love that. That's a real title right there. That's what you really do with a title. You take it all over.
You know, dude,
Fucking
I'm getting real fucking sick and tired of you being a hate watcher, dude. You mean to tell me
oh,
you mean to tell me you didn't love seeing Pac defend the All Atlantic title at um at AECW over there in Wales, man, in front of 20 fucking people against uh what's the guy we seen on Wednesday? Titus Red from ROH. Come on, man.
it's red.
You mean to tell me you don't miss that?
No, I fucking hated that shit, and I hate that type of shit. Why are you defending this company's title in a different place where no one watching? Unless it's Forbidden Door or Wrestle Kingdom, no one gives a fuck. I hate to break it. I know I don't give a fuck.
Wow.
Hell, I don't give a fuck if it's on Dynamite at this point, let alone another fucking place.
Come on, man. You're really being a hate watcher right now, man. I
Worst
can't
part
believe
is I'm a hate not watcher.
I can't believe I can't, I can't believe you don't like, the fighting champion gimmick, bro. You don't see many of those in
You,
AEW.
oh
Not many.
no, you never see any of it.
That's a great question. I think Tony said Britt and Jamie were. I know Jamie's injured, but I think he said Britt was injured. I think.
Think she was too. I think she didn't she like mess up her knee or some shit also. It was
Possibly.
something she had like a shoulder. It was a random
Shoulder.
like limb.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
random limb or something.
Yeah. So hopefully she could be back, man. I definitely miss her on the mic, and I hope she is not as, pointless television as she was the last time we seen her. Because, bro, let's not fucking forget 2021 Britt Baker. Bro, she was telling stories. She like promo battles with people. She was having
Yeah.
promo battles. She was turning out bangers. I mean, she was, bro. We were there for one of them, the fucking Chris Statlander match. The fucking Ruby Soho match was great. Like her title reign was her. I mean, she was turning out bangers, bro. She was, man. She really was. But we can't hate on her. But man, after she dropped that title, I mean, when you talk about pointless television, it was
Oh,
it was horrible.
oh man. Still is.
And the reason she was so good was because she got favoritism out the ass, and Tony Khan actually gave her a live microphone in front of a fucking audience.
Look at that. You actually get a fucking live mic.
Oh, bro. 2021 Britt Baker, bro, the savior of the AEW women's division, bro. Oh, that shit was so good.
Yes, it was. And I miss it.
Yes, golly. Give me that Britt Baker back, and goddamn. Give me Jamie Hayter back, bro. Jamie Hayter and Tony Storm, the best AEW women's match ever.
Oh, easy.
2021 Full Gear, banger.
Oh, that was the most I was ever invested in an AEW women's match ever.
Bro, we were going nuts in my living room for fucking Tony and Jamie.
They gotta run that shit back at all out. Or at all in. Definitely not all out. They hate all out. At all in.
I don't know, man. It might go to Mariah. Well, it can't be Jamie now because she's not in the Owen.
Oh yeah.
I'm going with Mariah though.
It has to be her at this point.
And then after that, I'm having Mariah drop the title to Jamie.
Definitely. I think that'd good.
Yeah. And then I would do the Jamie and Britt feud, but I would have Jamie win. I would have Jamie
Oh, you
win
gotta
that
have
feud.
Jamie win.
Yeah, but yeah, and then I don't know, she could drop the title to Mercedes, and yeah, honestly, honestly, JB, bro, just fucking wind the clock back to fucking 2021. That shit was so good.
That shit was so good in 2021, man. Everything just felt real and good
Yes.
and genuine and intriguing and interesting and engaging and fucking hell. None of that. Anything you felt in 2021 is what you don't feel in 2024.
Yep. That's what you feel watching Raw now.
Literally. Fuck,
Excitement.
what happened?
Bangers. Bangers on Dynamite Pro. Oh my god. Oh, I miss it. Anyways, imagine if we were getting 2021 level quality with WWE's quality of television now.
Everything being good, dude.
I would be
Come
eating
on,
like a
man.
motherfucker.
I swear to God.
Anyways, speaking of winding the clock back, NXT. Ah, wish we could wind that clock back too. Even though, golly, they begin some they get some good reactions nowadays, I gotta say. Chef Michaels, man
It
cooking.
really is Jeff Michaels.
The season premiere of NXT on the CW will be live on Tuesday, October 1st, 2024, man. So October 1st is when they will be switching networks for NXT, in case you guys are interested, man. So yeah, NXT will be moving from USA to the CW. Their first episode on the CW will be October 1st, 2024, man. So yeah, if you guys are interested in NXT, there you go.
Definitely. Good move for them.
Definitely. And more news surrounding NXT. Fightful Select confirms Joe Hendry is expected to make more appearances on NXT representing TNA in the future. NXT officials were very happy with the reaction Hendry generated. Interesting, bro. Very interesting.
Good.
I loved what they did, not. I mean, what they did is what they did. I know they dumped him out first, but, you know, I
want you to want more.
Exactly. They want you to want more, and they furthered the storyline. I guess there's a storyline with Hendry and Frankie Kazarian on TNA, so they had Kazarian help dump him out. So it made sense. It furthered TNA storylines, and I like that they are, I like that, it's a nice continuation of what they got going on over there. What were you saying?
Which people are talking about the debut of Joe Hendry in NXT. He's cool and all. But bro, we had the debut of Frankie Kazarian
The Elite
in
Hunter.
NXT. The Elite Hunter.
Maybe he's coming
Well,
for
the
Cody.
Elite. Maybe he is, man. Maybe he's going to be the Bloodline Hunter. That's what we need. I'm cooking with fire, dude. We need the Bloodline Hunter.
Dude,
That's what the fuck.
Frankie up against Caesar? Come on, man. Jeez, bro. The Elite, the Bloodline Hunter. Man.
That'd be fucking great. But I know people are really mad at Joe Hendry being very in and out in the match, but they want you to want more. Do you see that reaction? They're going to want to keep that. They're not going to just give this man the tenfold. That's not how Triple H nor Shawn Michaels work, man. Which actually reminded me very much of old NXT and you wanting more. And people want a lot more with Joe Hendry, and that's good. That's a good thing.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to see excitement around NXT again. It's NXT this week was more exciting than what AEW had going on. That is insane.
Oh, yeah.
The exit of Vince McMahon may have been the absolute worst thing that ever happened to AEW, and that is so sad because they have so much potential.
I know to this day, Tony Khan just wish they sold it to Saudi.
Yeah, because that man would have been that.
Oh,
nobody would have had a choice.
Oh.
Yeah,
exactly.
Nobody would have had a choice but to like AEW. So, yeah, but it does suck, man. Because obviously I love AEW's existence. I love there being two companies. That people can go to, man. But it's crazy to see that NXT this week generated more excitement than AEW, and that's because of one man, and that is Joe Hendry, bro. But yes, they want you to want more, and by the looks of it, they're gonna give you more. They're gonna give you more of Joe Hendry in NXT, and dude, that's what the people want, bro. So you might as well give it to him, man, because people love him. People love him. He's great, super over, as you can tell by Wednesday, man. And it means it prints nothing but money for NXT if you continue to bring this guy in. He's mad fucking over. And yeah, and again, you're also building hype to when this guy actually does sign with WWE. So
Exactly.
it's nothing but good stuff, man. And yeah, I mean, like I said, you're gonna see more of him in NXT. So don't have your panties in a bunch over Joe Hendry being dumped out. Let me see how old Joe Hendry is actually. So he's 36. So hopefully, whatever he's got going on in the UK is hopefully whatever not in the UK. Hopefully whatever he's got in TNA comes to a wrap soon, because so WWE can actually get like a decent amount of use around Joe Hendry. But people come in around that age all the time. It's not necessarily an old age at this point.
No, it's really not. Most people retire around 50 something nowadays, so it's really not too bad to be in your like mid to late 30s.
Yeah, I mean, back in the Vince era where you were on the road 5 days a week doing fucking live events, sure, your span is going to be till about 40. But nowadays, the schedule is a lot lighter, and it's just a lot lighter on your body. Everything is really so. So 50 is around, obviously the better age or the more common age for retirement nowadays. But he's 36, so hopefully, whatever he's got going on in TNA can be wrapped up fairly sooner. Because I know a lot of people want to see him in WWE in general, man, but you will see more of him on NXT, which is a great thing.
Exactly.
So, yeah, man, that is the news on Joe Hendry. Still coming into WWE, man. Speaking of somebody that we are still awaiting the in-ring arrival of, Julia. The Wrestling Observer reports that Julia will not be wrestling Roxanne at NXT Heatwave on July 7th, which obviously was the rumored date for her debut. She is still injured and will not be ready by that date. She is still set to come into NXT later this year. Damn.
That sucks, dude. Getting injured right before you debut really sucks, man. I hope she can get, good in time.
Yeah, it really does suck, because I know a lot of people were counting on her to come in. I know I was excited for her to come in and see what she can do, see how she can mix it up with the NXT talent and stuff like that. But I was really looking forward to it. But unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait just a little bit longer, just a bit longer. So that sucks. That sucks, man. But it is what it is. It is what it is. She's got to get healthy and stuff like that, obviously, man. So, it sucks, but I'm excited to see her nonetheless, man. And whenever she does come in, I am excited to see her. It just sucks that, she wasn't able to make her rumored date, man.
Mm-hmm.
So, with that, more NXT news. The Wrestling Observer confirms that AAA owner Dorian Raldon has been in talks with Shawn Michaels and NXT.
Look at that.
More Forbidden Doors type stuff coming from Mr. Chef Michaels. And I will say, I love that they are keeping this shit to NXT. Please do not start doing all this shit on the main roster, man. Please. I beg of you. Unless it's AEW and they're doing a one-off Forbidden Door type pay-per-view, please do not bring this shit on the main roster. And I love that they're keeping this shit low-key on NXT. I do.
I like it. I like it. They keep it low key. They don't fucking talk about it and do it 24/7. And it's stuck in NXT, which is good.
Yeah, yeah, exactly, man. So yeah, it's a very nice thing to see, man. And then if WWE wants to get their bigger stars tangled up in other promotions, they send them. WWE doesn't have people coming over by them, at least not much. On the main roster, that is, because like I said, if you had all these randos from Japan coming over to face AJ Styles and stuff, it would make no sense. That's why they
Mhm.
sent AJ over
He
there.
goes there.
Exactly. So
Exactly.
so it doesn't mess up the continuity of what they got going on WWE television right now. So I actually really love that. I do.
Exactly. I like the way they do it, and Triple H sounds interesting. I saw AEW fans' reaction to this was they were not happy. Um, Triple H truly is an evil company. It's no lie, a tweet I saw. Um,
I figured.
Good lord. But good for that man, and it's gonna be interesting to see how they do it with NXT.
For sure, man. For sure, man. Okay, jumping over to some of the main roster stuff we got. Bringing us back, man. Turning the clock back. Clash at the Castle. Clash at the Castle, man. So, it is being reported that WWE were having rope issues during the Clash at the Castle pay-per-view event. There was a shot during the AJ Styles opener where WWE referee Dan Engler was seen informing AJ Styles of the loose ropes during his entrance. This unfortunately was not communicated to other talent, leading to mishaps. We saw Damian Priest and Jade Cargill losing their footing. If AJ Styles was getting notified in the open to the show, why wasn't this fixed? I know y'all got the tools to build the ring, unless there wouldn't have been a ring. I know y'all got the tools to build the ring. Why in the fucking blue hell was AJ Styles informed about this in the open to the show, and it was not fixed by the end of the show?
Like, dude, just go out and repair it during the in between to a match. It's not just go tighten it or whatever you had to do or lose whatever you had to do. Go do what you had to do. You built it. You're gonna take it down in fucking 4 hours anyway. So fucking go take out that tool and go fix it. I don't get why they didn't do that.
Doesn't make any sense, man. It does not make any sense. And obviously you did see a lot of people lose their footing, and then you seen people that did the springboard just fine. You know what I mean? So again, I don't understand why if they were being informed of an issue, why the issue was not fixed.
No, I really don't get it.
And that did lead to some sloppy spots on the night. It led to Jade Cargill. It led to Damian Priest, obviously the most notable of them all, Mr. Upside Down Man over there. Mr. Puerto Rican Jack Swagger was hanging upside down for about 30 fucking seconds. But yeah, I mean, it led to a lot of horrible stuff, man. It did. Some people went about it in other ways. Damian Priest actually went about it in a great way. I'll give that to him. He sold the shit out of that to the point where people thought he was injured. After
Exactly.
people thought he was injured after that spot, so he did play to it great. I'll give him that. He's still Puerto Rican Jack Swagger, but he did play to the rope being broken great. He did, and then obviously you've seen. When Jade Cargill's spot happened, her whole match went to shit after that spot. So some people did play to it better than others, man. But then, like I said, you've seen people using the springboard just fine. You've seen AJ Styles using it just fine in his match. I believe Zoe Stark was using the springboard, if I can remember correctly, just fine. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks, man. And it's something that It's something that some people took well to and some people didn't. And then obviously, like I said, Damian Priest as well did play it up very well, and he did use it to, you know, make the match a little more intriguing. But
Yeah,
regardless, I don't know why this problem wasn't fixed. If AJ Styles was being informed earlier in the night why this was not fixed and why it at least wasn't communicated to other people. Hey, the ropes are a
exactly.
little loose.
Exactly. It's not that hard to tell every talent that's going out there and using those ropes. You think that'd be a standard practice.
Yeah. And if the ropes were bad, I know damn well they had extra ropes sitting around.
Exactly. How would you not? So,
Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. But that was the news on the ropes messing up from Clash at the Castle, man. Speaking of more speaking of more premium live event news, WrestleVotes is reporting that WWE is nearing a deal to bring Royal Rumble 2025 and future WrestleMania and SummerSlams to Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. So you mean to tell me you passed on a WrestleMania in Minnesota for fucking Indianapolis? I mean, how much lamer do you get than that? How much lamer are you going to get than Indianapolis?
it's the lamer version of fucking Minnesota. Like, what? Uh, I don't understand. I do not understand this company.
Royal Rumble, okay.
Yeah, well, it's fine.
As long as there's acoustics better than Tropicana Field, because holy shit, Tropicana Field has got to be one of the worst stadiums they've ever went to.
Oh, yeah.
Lucas Oil Stadium. It's close to home. It's close to home, and you know, since we're not getting, you know, much of anything, maybe this would be a nice alternative. I know they're supposed to be bringing here. That's the thing that confuses me though. Royal Rumble 2025, wasn't that supposed to go to Milwaukee?
I thought it was. Yeah. I don't know at this point, dude. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Maybe they're the ones that get 2025 SummerSlam, because I know 2026
Maybe.
SummerSlam is going to Minneapolis in 2 fucking years. But
In 2 fucking years, we get fucking 2 nights. Fuck that. That shit ass SummerSlam logo.
fucking yippee-ki-yay, 2 years, fucking Minnesota, yay. We were supposed to get
Good
the shit
lord.
next year for Mania, but the
Supposed to get the
Glazer.
shit last year. The fuck?
Last year?
This year.
Don't you mean next?
I mean, wasn't it originally going to be this year? Without COVID and everything?
Oh yeah, I guess it kind of did push everything. COVID did kind of push everything up a year. So,
Yeah, fun.
yo,
JT,
what
how
up,
you doing,
JT?
man?
Bro, we got the whole Replay Mafia in here today.
I know, it's great to see, man.
The Replay
And
Mafia is turned
that shit
live.
was hilarious.
Oh,
Just
bro,
deep.
they shot Chad Gable in the head, and then they went to Whataburger.
I
Unbelievable.
respect it.
Unbelievable. And fucking Nikki Cross is fucking at Whataburger in a Wyatt 6 shirt. Hilarious.
Look at like the paint on her arms too.
Yep.
You just see smudges all over her arms from the fucking paint she's using.
Yep.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Belle is back, ladies and gentlemen. Bust out the red carpets. She has finally decided to grace us with her presence. The Roman Reigns of the Notorious podcast. Never showing up, man. Unbelievable.
Truly, man.
You're late.
Akira Tozawa.
I know. Always missing shows, says Chad Gable. So welcome back, Belle. Yeah, bro, but Royal Rumble 2025 I thought was supposed to go to Milwaukee. Now it looks like it's going to Indianapolis. Either way, it's fucking close to home, and that honestly might be a fucking nice alternative. Might be a nice alternative. That's what we might have to call it, Belle. Belle Akira Tozawa I'm not sure how to pronounce your last name. Renette?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't want to mess it up, but thank you, Bill. Thank you. Good to be back. I'm happy to be back.
I'm still here, Bill. Is it? Thanks.
I don't care.
Wow. Nice to see you, Johnny. Thanks, Vel. Something. Unbelievable. Unreal. No, but yeah, bro, but yeah, I don't know what is going on with the Royal Rumble that was supposed to be in Milwaukee, but either way they're close to home, and since we're not getting WrestleMania in Minneapolis, this might be something. We've never been to a Royal Rumble. Man. So
Royal Rumble would be dope. I'd rather go to a Royal Rumble than a SummerSlam, I'll tell you that much.
Fair. Well, this year might be the year Triple H doesn't dud out on a SummerSlam, because with the card they're putting together, I mean, SummerSlam's always dud, so it's always a possibility, but with the card they're putting together, it could be decent.
Cody versus Caesar, man.
Lord. Fucking Caesar, bro. Christ.
Fucking Cody versus Caesar, bro. Like, I'm sorry, even at this point still, with Triple H in 2024, I would 100% rather go to a fucking Royal Rumble. I still don't care about SummerSlam. Oh, I don't not care about it anymore, but it's not special. Dude. It's still, to me, even this year, the way it's looking, it's not like a special Big 5 pay-per-view to me. It never felt like it, and I don't think it really ever will.
Now, I'm not going to lie to you. If Gunther would have won King of the Ring, a face-off with Cody would have made it a lot more special.
That would have been a lot more special, definitely.
Gunther and Damian Priest? Oh, fuck, man. You got me fucked up here. He's a jobber. Sorry. My bad.
I have to take well. But even then, dude, SummerSlam just doesn't feel big. To me, it never has, and I don't think it ever really will. To me, the way they portray SummerSlam, I don't like it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't dislike it. It's not special.
Yeah, I don't know what they got going on having Gunther go up against that jobber, bro, but they got to take the title off him before then to build, because even Gunther versus Balor, Gunther versus fucking Jey Uso, Gunther versus Seth Rollins, anything would be fucking better than Damian. That match makes me sick to my stomach when I hear their two names next to each other. It does. He's so horrible. This
fucking guy.
That would be decent. Honestly, at this point, have Seth take the title off him. Yeah, it failed. It flopped. It's done. Have Seth take the title from Damian Priest. Seth and Gunther, that sounds fucking incredible for SummerSlam. That sounds amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. I ain't mad at it.
I say do Finn overall. I think, usually I don't love, same night, depending on, the order of show for Money in the Bank. Usually I don't like, same show, they cash in the night that they win it. Usually I don't like that, but this year I think it could work.
You got to get the title off him.
Exactly. So I think this year it could work with Finn, and it would cost Seth the title. It would give Seth a reason to keep going for that world title, and I would actually like that a lot. Finn versus Seth, running that shit back from all the way back in 2016. That sounds fire to me, dog.
Yeah, Finn and I would not. That actually, now that I'm thinking about that, that doesn't sound so horrible. You get the title off Jack Swagger. You put the Money in the Bank briefcase on whoever. You get the title off Jack Swagger, and maybe you have it be because of Finn. Because hold up, because I'm cooking now. I'm cooking because no, for real. Because Priest pump faked Balor last year at Money in the Bank. So how about this year? Finn pump fakes his ass. Fucking Puerto Rican Jack Swagger loses the title to Seth. Then we get Finn and Priest in a non-title match at SummerSlam, just off story. And we get Seth and Gunther. Well, I'm telling you, whoever takes the title from Damian Priest is going to be deemed the SummerSlam savior. Because right now, SummerSlam looks fantastic. huge black eye with
Oh,
huge fucking black eye with
bunch of cold dope and shit, and then fucking that guy,
mid
Priest, and then
horrible.
Caesar.
Ugh. Now look,
Don't forget about Caesar.
Now Cody and Caesar sounds decent. It does
It's
for
a
me.
pass. I'm sorry.
What?
It sounds like
They gotta do it to bring Roman back though.
they gotta do it, but like
You're just upset because his name is Caesar.
Partially, yes, because name and vibe means a lot to a character,
Well,
to a storyline, to a match. And if I have to read a graphic of Cody Rhodes versus Caesar solo, I don't care about the match. And he's gonna have the graphic of him holding his gloves like dressed like the Weeknd. You don't think I want to watch that, dude? I don't watch Cody Rhodes versus the Weeknd. I thought.
come on, Bell, you're ruining the surprise.
If that's Jacob's name, way to kill an order. Way to fuck. That is literally the same thing of what Vince did to the War Raiders on their debut. Instant killed their aura by the name change. That's what you do to Jacob Fatu. Is kill. That you know what? I think it's fucking Triple H's master plan. They're too scared that Jacob Fatu is gonna outshine Solo, so they give him a fucking shit goof ass name, so he doesn't.
See,
I figured it out.
We'll get to it in a second. But see, look, Bell. See, you're not. See, man, you're not.
Fucking Caesar.
Belle's not allowed to address me because she's in a faction with the Puerto Rican Jack Swagger. Unbelievable. That's why that's why Belle never puts nice things in the chat like she does for Sir K. Unreal. Nice to see you, Johnny. Thank you for gracing me with your presence on this fine Friday afternoon. That's what should be said. But instead, I'm getting done up. I'm getting run up and done up by this honorary Judgment Day member, which all I got to say, she's in a faction with Puerto Rican Jack Swagger. I won right there. Right there. The only one I'm rocking with in that group is Rhea Ripley. Okay.
Or JD McDonough.
I do love Jay. Actually, I to be honest, I'm rocking with everybody but Puerto Rican Jack Swagger and Bell.
This man's hate.
After dude for me, night for you. Same difference. I'm
what? Actually, damn near night for us. Evening.
Yeah,
technically for us.
Basically, whatever. Leave me alone, okay? Anyways. See, I get so upset because I'm talking about Puerto Rican Jack Swagger and I'm talking about Bell. Two of my absolute worst ops on the planet. So anyways. Yeah, I don't know, man, but Royal Rumble, man. Royal Rumble in Lucas Oil Stadium, or WrestleMania or SummerSlam in Indianapolis. Again, it's close to home, so it might sound decent, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Indianapolis just seems, bro. Out of all the fucking 50 states, you choose fucking Indianapolis? Are you serious? Come on, man.
Like, dude, come on, man. That's so lame.
Unreal. Listen, Bell. Unfortunately, I'm not Samoan, but legitimately, everybody when they first meet me thinks I'm fucking Samoan, and I have no idea why. Every
time, never fails.
So, I am something of an honorary goose. So, speaking of more premium live event news, before we get on to the homie Caesar, PW Insider confirms that WWE is considering holding the premium live event Bad Blood on October the 5th, which is the exact same date as the original Bad Blood event. One of the locations WWE is evaluating is the State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia.
Mm-mm.
Could be all right. It could be
Atlanta
all
seems
right.
decent.
Yeah. See, the thing that annoys me here, is I know WWE did it last year with Payback and Fastlane, but I would really love if, the September, that's even if they do a September show, being that we got Bash in Berlin. Those shows, they usually, last year they did in the States. They did them in Pennsylvania and somewhere else. They did them, one of them was in Pennsylvania. The other one was in Indianapolis, Indiana. I wish they would do international for there too. I would like that, but it seems like they're going with just the summer pay-per-views to get the international markets, but then the pay-per-views in the fall, after Berlin, are going to be in the States. So that sucks, but Atlanta's not a bad option, and Bad Blood for the October show, I like. It fits the October horror theme, and it's obviously a great name for a pay-per-view, and I can't wait to see what the logo and all that kind of stuff looks like as well. And it's gonna be fun to make our graphics for and whatnot. So it's gonna be a fun show, man. And I like that they're bringing back an original name to make a spooky show, and not Hell in a Cell or Extreme Rules, the horror show, to be the spooky show. I like the name Bad Blood for the horror type October show.
I like it a lot. I like the vibe. I like the name. Bad Blood in Atlanta. It does fit at the end of the day, man.
Oh, Jesus.
So
Might as well bring it to Chicago.
fucking Chicago, Detroit. You got some places, man. But I'm excited. I like the idea of them bringing back Bad Blood, and a lot of feuds that they have is going to be great for happening at Bad Blood. So I like it a lot, and I'm excited, man. I'm actually excited.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at Punk and Mac, and we're looking at the blow off to that feud. We're looking at Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan. They got a lot of Bad Blood.
A lot of cool things, man.
Yeah. They definitely got a very healthy division in terms of blood feuds right now, for sure. So, yeah, man. I would say we talk about the Caesar stuff, but I think we'll go ahead and save that for last. Just because, oh Lord, that's some good stuff. The Wyatt Six. The Wyatt Six, man. So, Fightful Select is reporting that WWE is not planning to use any supernatural elements for the Wyatt Six group. At this time, they are expected to be presented in a traditional way.
Look at that. Good.
So, judging off what we've seen on Monday, it wasn't anything supernatural. It was theatrical. It was theatrical in terms of just the way it was shot.
Yeah.
But there was no teleporting. There was no lights out and he moves across the room type fucking tomfoolery. Yep. Yeah, none of that. It was just your typical just psychopaths, running rampant on the Raw roster, man. So very, very good stuff. Very good stuff, man, from the Wyatt Six, and I'm so glad the supernatural elements of it are not in place, because a lot of times with Bray's stuff, they like to make Bray just overdo the theatrics and the just spookiness and the supernatural element of it, when Wyatt was at his best when he was grounded, when he was just a grounded character. You seen it when he first came back. His character was very grounded. His character was very human. Then they started having him do all types of, spooky monster type shit, and it got a little odd, But with this Uncle Howdy stuff, like it was presented in like it says here, a traditional way, and it really paid off on night one. The one concern I have is I just want to see them within the next couple of weeks. I want to see them take the masks off, and I want to see more of a human side from these guys.
Definitely, man. That's what I really want to see. I'm glad they're not doing supernatural shit. Keep it grounded, keep them as people, and not as fucking the mask. And I like that a lot, man. I hope that they keep up on that constantly.
Definitely. If they want to wear the masks in the entrance, absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah.
You wear the masks. Yeah, do your thing. Even in the promos, I mean, go ahead. Wear the masks. I don't care. But when they're in the ring, I want to see Bo Dallas, Joe Gacy, Dexter Lumis, Eric Rowan, and Nikki Cross. I don't want to see Howdy, Abigail, a pig, a fucking buzzard, and a rabbit in the ring.
Literally.
If I wanted to fucking see that, I could go watch cartoons. Okay? If they want to wear the shit in their entrance, by all means, go ahead. But in the ring, please keep it to a minimum. Keep it to a minimum with the mask wearing, because they're so amazing as performers. I do not want to see that overshadowed with big over-the-top costumes.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Yeah, so that was that. As for their beat-ups, as for the people that they beat up, PW Insider confirms that outside of Chad Gable, all the people attacked by the Wyatt Six were extras hired by WWE for that segment specifically.
I'm sure. I gotta fucking paint Triple H in blood and fucking throw him on the ground.
Bro, the IWC was running rampant with the attacks. These were the names that were said to be attacked, that the mindless runts, these markout demons of the IWC saw. Triple H. Where the fuck did y'all see Triple H in that segment? Chad Gable. Obviously, this is the only one that makes any sort of sense. Braun Strowman. What? Where did you... I seen a big guy on the ground that was bald and a beard, but I would love to let these people know Braun Strowman's not bald anymore. Gunther. I seen the picture of the guy that was Gunther. Sir K sent the picture to me the night of. He's got a jawline.
He looks like him. I'll tell you that much.
Was not Gunther. Triple H is not going to put Gunther down by the Wyatt Six, and this guy just won King of the Ring and is fucking about to face Puerto Rican Jack Swagger for the for the title at SummerSlam. It's not Gunther. Triple H would never. Triple H has a hard time having Gunther fucking lose, let alone having him get beat up by the Wyatt Six. Seth Rollins. Are y'all blind? Who?
Seth Rollins.
Dominic Mysterio. Bruce Pritchard. Io Sky.
I would love to see that, actually. I wish that was true.
And maybe they attacked him for making the wobbly walrus character.
Ugh.
Io Sky, Dragunov, and Carlito.
Carlito.
Other than Chad Gable and the guy that maybe had a jawline that looked like Gunther, everybody else, you guys need to get your glasses checked. Hell, I probably need to get my glasses checked, and I didn't see any of these fucking people other than Gable. God fucking Lee. Those were the victims of the Wyatt Six. Carmelo Hayes. They're saying
Oh,
Oh, Lord.
what the fuck?
Complete buffoons. Complete buffoons is the IWC. Bruce Pritchard. You mean to tell me Triple H is going to have Seth Rollins get laid out by the Wyatt Six on night one? Seth Rollins, night one, back in the company. And Christ's sake. Yeah. Good old IWC. So, it is confirmed that the Wyatt Six did not beat up anybody as a part of the active roster aside from Chad Gable, who did not get beat up. Chad Gable got shot in the head.
They just shot his ass in the head and continued walking wild. Bro,
Pat McAfee's buddies on his show were asking him if he heard the gunshot when they shot Chad Gable.
I love that shit.
Hilarious. And speaking of Mr. Gable, following the attack from the Wyatt Six this week, WWE has removed Chad Gable from the 2024 Money in the Bank qualifier match next week on Raw. The new triple threat consists of Bronson Reed versus Braun Strowman, which obviously are, they were already in the match, but the recipient of Chad Gable being shot in the head, being domed in the head, is none other than Ilya Dragunov. Is Braun Breaker going to be in the Money in the Bank? Because I'm very scared for Adam Pearce if he does not fucking at least give him a qualifying match. Well, I guess he could be in the IC title picture.
Yeah, if he's in the IC title picture, no point in him really going for the Money in the Bank.
Even though,
I'll muddy that up. It might be a goat ass Money in the Bank.
I was going to say that would make for some fucking sane spots.
That cash in would be insane. Fucking someone just barely fucking wins their fucking title match. Fucking just turns around and gets obliterated out of nowhere, dude. It shit would be great.
So let me get this straight. Unless they do a last chance match, Finn Balor is not in the Money in the Bank. Now, one of the guys I would actually love for a dark horse, because if you think about this, if Chad Gable is a dark horse in the Money in the Bank ladder match, and he wins it, he's got Cody, or he's got the guy that started all of this.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the guy that's most likely walking out of SummerSlam with the World Heavyweight Championship? Fucking Gunther.
Like, bro.
And and Gunther goes home, well, not necessarily home, but close enough, to Berlin just a month later. Chad Gable could get his lick back for fucking Gunther making his kids cry in Minnesota. Or beating them in Minnesota, nonetheless. He could get his lick back. Beating him in front of his kids, and he fucking whips his ass at home in fucking Germany or close enough to his home.
That's great.
You've now taken away two people that I actually would love to see with the briefcase. You've taken it away from them. And what a step up from fucking Chad Gable out of the IC title. You have him win the world title. And I'll tell you right now, I would love Chad Gable a hell of a lot fucking more than I would love, what's his face? Damian Priest as Mr. Money in the Bank. LA Knight still should have won that briefcase. Could you fucking imagine the WrestleMania moment of Drew McIntyre getting cashed in on by an actual baby face? The crowd pop for LA Knight running out to cash in on Drew McIntyre with the briefcase.
That pop would have been insane.
I don't know why. Because people actually like LA Knight.
Oh, God.
And LA Knight actually can carry his own weight.
There you go. There it is.
Unbelievable. They put the fucking briefcase on this guy and it fucked everything up. It fucked everything up, man. Unreal.
Oh yeah.
Anyways, man. You've now taken away 2 spots from 2 of the guys that I've been genuinely excited to see hold the briefcase, unless they do a last chance. What the fuck? I don't get it. So now
No, I
Dragunov's
don't
in
get it. I
there.
don't get what you're doing.
Yeah, now Dragunov's in there, and I mean, at this point, Dragunov is really the only right winner. I really don't care to see Braun Strowman in there. Bronson Reed would be okay, but I think Dragunov's overall the best option.
That they have right now, yes, I would say.
For sure. But yeah, man, they've taken away Gable from the ladder match, or from the qualifier match, as well as Finn Balor. So there goes 2 of the names. Are they genuinely just going to hand this fucking briefcase to Jey Uso or what? I don't know.
I don't get it.
So, now, on to the bit of SummerSlam's type related news, man. Drew McIntyre. The Wrestling Observer reports that the plan so far is for Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk to take place at SummerSlam. And with that, oh Lord. And with that, WrestleVotes reports that Drew McIntyre quit Monday Night Raw, and there is speculation that he will be at SmackDown this Friday, which CM Punk will be attending because it is in Chicago, Illinois.
God damn.
Very interesting, man. Very interesting, bro. Well, obviously, no shit, Melter. Drew and Punk is going to take place at SummerSlam. Obvious fuckingly. But it's very interesting that Drew McIntyre could have quit Monday Night Raw so he could show up on SmackDown this Friday, man. Or tonight, rather. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this storyline develops. And if we don't see Drew McIntyre tonight, the next time we see him, I fully expect this man to obliterate CM Punk.
Oh, he has to. That's the only thing you could logically do at that point, is just beat the fucking shit out of good old Phil. But it's interesting where they go and what happens tonight.
Definitely, man. So, speaking of SummerSlam, well, before we get on to SummerSlam, the other piece of news. WWE has filed for the trademark of Caesar Sikoa. And as of today, the Wrestling Observer reports that so far, the plan is for Caesar Sikoa to be none other than Jacob Fatu.
Why?
Oh,
Why you
Lord.
tell guys momentum coming in, bro? That name is pure ass.
See, last week, they filed for the trademark of Tala Tonga. I thought that was okay, since, Hikaleo's middle name is Taula. JT, talk to him, bro. That's what I'm saying. Drew comes back, similar to how... Shut up, bro. Let me cook. Drew comes back, similar to how CM Punk did when he came back with Cult of Personality. The song hit. Nobody knew who the song was for. Out came CM Punk. This time, motherfuckers know exactly what's going on. Because now, all of Drew's life is filled with broken dreams. He's got nothing to lose anymore. Broken man, broken dreams, broken hopes. And he fucking comes back with broken dreams.
I think that's going to be you. It's going to be you when it doesn't happen, man. When you just hear the bagpipes, gallantry going off, man. I love it. I love the idea. I have no faith that it's going to happen.
Well, understandable. Understandable. But, man, Yeah. Understandable, Bill. I've been waiting for so long, but yeah, it sucks. It really does. But WWE, bro, if they give again, I was in support of the Talatonga name. I really didn't mind it.
It's not too bad.
Caesar Sikoa. First of all, why the fuck is Jacob Fatu getting Solo's last name?
Like, why? Why is
Eh,
anybody getting? It's like someone giving someone the last name Reigns. Like, why?
I'll just wait till Lance Anoa'i comes in. He's probably gonna be
Fucking
Ju-
Alexander Reigns.
Julius Reigns.
Some fucking stupid shit.
Dude, okay, again, why didn't he just get an original last name? How Solo got Sikoa as an original last name? And with that logic, I don't even believe Jacob Fatu, I don't even think, is he one of the Uso brothers, or is he, hold on, let me see. Jacob Fatu. Well,
I think it'd be
obviously,
one of Usos brothers.
no, he's not even their brother. He's their cousin. He's their cousin, and his last name is Fatu. Meanwhile, Solo got a last name, and his biological brothers have the Uso last name. Why wasn't he Solo Uso then?
But fucking logic.
Why didn't he just get an original last name? Why is he getting Solo's last name?
Or at the end of the day, the last name is stupid, but it's the first name that's really fucking stupid, dude. Caesar. Caesar, bro.
Oh
Ju-
man.
eh, Like, I would be totally okay. It'd be stupid, but I'd be totally okay with just Jacob Sikoa. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's an easy name. That's fine. Caesar? Fucking Caesar, bro. That is so stupid.
They
I
let
hate that.
Tonga keep his name. They let Tongaloa keep his name. Why couldn't he just be Jacob? I knew they were going to strip Fatu from him. I knew they were. That wasn't even up for debate for me. The Usos didn't get Fatu. Solo didn't get Fatu. Nobody's getting Fatu. But bro, I don't know why he couldn't have just been Jacob Sikoa. That would have been nice.
Fine.
Caesar
Or just
Sikoa.
make up Caesar. Like, bro, Caesar. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I
it was
don't
like
know.
Groot or something. Like, like, and people are saying that they think Jacob Batu's son is named Caesar. At the end of the day, I don't care. It's a stupid ass name to give this man. Do not name this man Caesar, bro.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking Caesar.
There's a million other J names that they could have went with, dude. I mean, Caesar is not that does not sound very good. And if his name is Sikoa, is he going to be a part of Solo's bloodline? Because if that's the case, they're giving him Solo's last name. They're putting him in his part of the bloodline. It genuinely could be a possibility they're going to do what one of my predictions were, and that was put him in the group with Solo and have him not talk so he doesn't overshadow him. They're going to keep him under Solo's thumb.
I was waiting for the comment.
Dude, I was making jokes last night to Sir K, and I said I wonder what his finisher is going to be called, the Caesar salad. And it makes me smile that somebody put Caesar salad in the comment.
Like, dog, Caesar, bro. Little Caesars. Come on, man.
God.
The day that they are one of their pay-per-view sponsors, it's Little Caesars. It's going to be over with for them.
Oh, he could be Big
Oh,
Caesar.
fucking Big Caesar.
Man.
Yeah, but Roman's like a more normal name. You could just meet a guy named Roman.
Yeah.
You just don't meet a guy named Caesar. Yeah, it's just like it's a very special name. You know what I mean? And it's not it for what they're using it for.
Dude, you know how Roman used to yell Solo? You imagine Solo being like Caesar. Oh Jesus. Man,
I-
with that name for Jacob. Now, I was under the assumption Jacob Fatu was going to be put with the OGs, the OG bloodline. After that fucking name, I could genuinely see them putting him with Solo so he does not overshadow him. And have him
and so he
being,
did fucking silent.
yep, and have him being the silent enforcer of the new bloodline. Jesus.
Oh man. Not
Which
even coming at that point.
which eventually is going to play into a good story, I will say, of
What, after
Caesar
2 years?
of Caesar coming out of Solo's shadow. But
2
the
fucking
name,
years.
exactly. But the name for now, yikes, that's a bad name. And giving him Solo's last name is something I'm genuinely against. I am. I don't really see the point in that. I don't know why he couldn't have just been Jacob and then give him an original last name, because man, that's just not it. That just sounds really bad to me, man. That sounds really bad. I really don't. Now again, the Sikoa is not a bad last name. I just don't like they're giving him Solo's last name. Everybody else has a different last name. You know what I mean? Tamatanga, Tongaloa. I know they're bringing in Hikaleo as Talatanga, but other than that,
They all have the same last name because they're family, or
yeah.
similar names because they're family. But like, this family doesn't have similar last names. That's the whole thing.
But man, nobody else a part of this family has gotten the same last name other than Jimmy and Jay, and obviously because they're the Uso brothers. But Roman got Reigns, Solo got Sikoa, Jimmy and Jay obviously got Uso. Why?
Why does this one have to have the same last name as Solo of all people?
Doesn't
I
make
don't
any
get it.
sense. And isn't he older than Solo?
Yeah, it's like the older, like, what?
I don't know. They're going to be bringing in Jacob Fatu as the little brother,
And I
the
get,
little enforcer.
and I get, the meaning behind Caesar's name is good, but the name just sounds stupid. I'm sorry. The meaning, it means something, and it's a good meaning for
Yeah.
what they're doing. It fits. But the name, and if you've seen a picture of Jacob Fatu and you can legitimately see that man calling that man Caesar, it just doesn't work for me. And at the end of the day, same with Rock's daughter for me. Eva Renee.
Oh,
Let
it was Rain. Ava Rain.
Rain. Okay, Ava Rain. That's okay. But
She wasn't given Johnson.
She wasn't given, and she wasn't given fucking. It's just like Caesar's just too much of an out there name for me. It's just too out there to work.
Yeah.
It
Now
just
again,
doesn't work.
we could be sitting here in a year and a half and saying, it's not that
Google
bad
it.
after all. Because, I mean, you look at Gunther. He'll always be Walter in my heart, but, I mean, Gunther's not a horrible name.
Fine.
It's not the worst thing in the world. Maybe we'll be sitting here in a year saying, yeah, Caesar's not that bad. It grew on me. But first impression, I mean, again, I did hate the Undisputed Era at first. I thought it was an odd fucking name. But first impression, not good. Yeah, not really rocking with the Caesar name at first. But maybe it'll grow on me, man. Maybe not. But yeah, it sounds fucking weird, man.
Exactly. At the end of the day, like what JB says, everyone's smart. We know their names. Just use their fucking real names or a version of their real names.
Yeah. Yeah. Bronson, or JD says, Braun Breaker, question mark. Why they didn't just go with Bronson Steiner I have no idea. I have
Or
absolutely
even
no
just
idea.
Braun Steiner, fine, perfect,
Yeah.
great fucking name.
Yep. I
Breaker's
mean, dude.
fine.
Yeah. We know who he's fucking related to.
Like, it's the thing, like Davey says, we know this shit. We know these people's names. Like, just use their names, bro. Like, at this
Exactly.
point, if the Usos just debuted, they could easily call Jay and Jimmy too. That'd be fine. It would work nowadays. You know what I mean? But like, some people, they should be using their real names, and changing Jacobs to Caesar does not work for me. It doesn't work for me, brother.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's it's a little, yeah, it's a little odd, man. It's a little odd. Yeah, it would. It would bring a lot more to the table for Braun. Even though he's doing great as Braun Breaker, carrying the last name, you know, I mean, it's just it's tradition, it's family, man. I mean, look at Cody Rhodes. You know, I mean,
Exactly.
he Dustin Rhodes or whatever, you know, I mean, these people deserve to keep their last names, and I'm sure it would mean something to them to keep their last names, um but yeah, man. Huh.
Feeling good, man. Thank you.
But yeah, man. So yeah, but yeah, in the age of social media, man, I don't know why he couldn't have just kept Jacob. I knew they would take Fatu, but Jacob, man, I mean, please, for the love of God.
Bro, Caesar. It just sounds stupid. I'm sorry.
So, speaking of the bloodline, and speaking of the new tribal chief, the fraud, Solo Sikoa, the weekend, that's right. For our final piece of news today, man, the Wrestling Observer reports that Cody Rhodes versus Solo Sikoa for the WWE title is reportedly set for SummerSlam as opposed to Money in the Bank, which was originally expected for Rhodes. How you feeling now that his name is not Caesar and his name is going to continue to be Solo? How are you feeling about this?
Still pretty mid, to be honest. I mean, I don't know. I don't like the way they've been doing this bloodline. The story's interesting, with the Roman aspect and whatnot, but like the way they portray this bloodline, I don't like. Like they're all weird about it. No one can talk for some reason. I'm not a fan of it, dude. I'm not a fan overall of what they're doing with the bloodline right now in terms of character work and in terms of, the weekly on-screen appearances and vibe of them. I don't like it. I think they look like goofs. I think they're acting like goofs. And at this point, I think the Randy match would be better for Cody for SummerSlam. And I really, people are oh, it's Randy and Cody. I was never too big on the match. It'll be good, but I think it's better than Solo at this point. I don't like what they've been doing with that group and their vibe and what they've been doing. I don't like it.
I see where you're coming from. I do like the group. I like what they've been doing to an extent. I think there's major things about the group that they're fucking up. I don't like the way they dress, especially Solo. Tama Tonga and Tangaloa is not so bad. But Solo, bro, if you want to wear a suit, that's fine. But holy shit, what are those fucking Eazy-E gloves you're wearing?
Easy gloves, the fucking big red fucking tie. Oh, he looks like a goof.
He looks a little good. Again, it's really the gloves for me. The gloves, especially Solo has like hand tattoo. Solo has a hand tattoo that obviously looks cool, and he has the tape thumb that is an amazing look for him. I don't fucking know why you would wear a glove to cover both of those things up.
If you really want to like get a matching vibe, just change the color of the tape you use around your thumb to black, and you look great.
Yeah, black or red, one of the two. But like, I don't understand why. I also don't the group's okay. It's not the drizzling shits, but it's sad that the major, and it also goes to show a testament to how great he is. It goes to show that Paul Heyman or it's sad that Paul Heyman is the star of the show right now in the Bloodline story.
100% he
Because
is.
it should be Solo. It should. He should be thriving right now. What they're doing, this could be being done on purpose to deprive people of Roman Reigns, and they're doing a fuck. If it's being done on purpose, they're doing a fucking great job because, God, I miss that man. But there are aspects about the group that I like. I like how they're just this. I like how they're the bloodline with no order there's no order in the family. There's no standards. There's no, as there was in the old bloodline. Roman held them to a standard. You know what I mean? There's no standard. They're just fucking shit up. I like that. It's the presentation of the appearance of the group I don't like. And Sir K is valid on that. Cody and Randy is a great match. But like I said, I think at Money in the Bank, I think just if you just watch television, Cody and RKO, KO and Randy are going to be facing the Bloodline. I think they're going to be facing the Bloodline. I think they're going to lose because there's going to be an interference by Talatonga or Cesar Sikoa. I think there's going to be an interference, and I think that's what's going to grant Solo a match at SummerSlam, and I don't mind it. I don't mind it personally. I think it sucks because it really shows the only complexity they're giving to Cody's title reign is you ain't getting past the Bloodline until you get to the final boss. The realization of Cody's title reign is he's never going to be able to get past the Bloodline, and he's going to end up losing the title to a member of the Bloodline, aka The Rock. I think that's what's going to end up happening. I think that's the harsh truth of it. They're putting Solo in the main event of SummerSlam because they bring Roman back in the main event of SummerSlam. I think they use Randy to get Cody from Berlin to Royal Rumble season, or maybe around Survivor Series Bad Blood type season. I think Randy gets Cody through the fall before we get to Rock. That's what I think.
Yeah.
And I think they don't want to blow their load with Randy towards the end of the summer because they know by Survivor Series it's going to have to wrap up. But if you do Berlin to Survivor Series, that gives you a little more leeway. I think they put Solo in the main event of SummerSlam because it's an easy out to bring Roman back in front of 50,000. And I think that they do Randy as the fall feud for Cody before he gets to Rock for Mania season. And it sucks because it really shows that Cody ain't getting
Just
past the
has the title.
Bloodline.
No, he's
keeping it warm for the NOYEs.
he really is, man. And that's unfortunate for his title reign that it all got built up just for him to give it back to that family and go through probably another like a year of hell, at least. So that's gonna be great. But it's interesting. Everything's looking interesting with this. Don't love it. Don't love a lot of things they've been doing with them. Representation, their vibe. Hopefully it gets on a better track for me.
If Punk, because Belle's saying she thinks Punk and Drew main event SummerSlam. If that is the case, if Cody and Solo is the main event of SummerSlam, just know Roman's coming back. Just
exactly.
know that.
If they're not, it's going to be a little more time without Roman. But if they are, he's 100% showing up.
And fuck, do they need him to show up. Holy shit.
Fuck.
And again,
good Lord.
I like the basis of the Bloodline. Again, I wish they would have them act a little more themselves instead of trying to act like fucking Batman mob bosses. But I like that I like that there's no order in the family, and I like that the family is just a bunch of chaos and nothing's being run with any respect or order in the family. And I think that's what the OG Bloodline's job is going to be. They're going to restore order, and they're going to restore just class and standards back to the family. So I like that. But again, the appearance and the presentation, they're going about all wrong in my honest opinion. But it does suck for Cody. I do like the Solo main event. Is it going to be an insane main event? Probably not. But if it is the main event of SummerSlam, it's gonna be to bring Roman back in front of that crowd, man. That's what it's gonna be for. And that's, you know, that's good for the Bloodline story, but for Cody, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, because he's gonna, you know, keep his title, and Randy's gonna be the buffer before we get to The Rock, because, you know, that's what Cody's holding the belt hostage, or that's what Cody's keeping the title warm for. But yeah, Cody's holding the belt warm for the Bloodline and for The Rock specifically. But it really does suck that, you know, it's gonna have to be, this whole year, which could have been a bunch of great shit. Cody and Gunther, Cody and Randy. Cody and Randy should have been the summer feud going after Mania, or following Mania, in my honest opinion. But we got to hold the title for the before he lost it to Gunther at Berlin, in my opinion, or at SummerSlam or whatever. But it sucks. It does suck, because Cody finally finishes the story, but, you know, now the story is he can't fucking get past the Bloodline, even though he should have, because he beat the actual final boss of the family.
He already got past the fucking blood. He defeated the Bloodline. Technically, the Bloodline he faced does not exist anymore. It's gonna have to be brought back to face this new Bloodline. The old Bloodline is dead, and they were defeated. They split up. They fractured. They completely defeated, and they're just gonna be brought back for the sequel, man. Fucking a classic. It's weird. I don't love what they're doing with the whole world title situation and Cody and whatnot. They're wasting Cody. They really are right now.
Yeah.
And we'll see how it goes, man. But we know how it's gonna go. It's gonna go to The Rock, Ultimate Glazer.
And it sucks
Final
because
boss.
his title reign has turned out decent stuff. I mean, he's had 3 banger matches. He's had a decent story with AJ. It's getting better with AJ. It's about to get good, I feel, with, you know, this whole Bloodline stuff, or at least it's about to get better, or at least a little better with the Bloodline stuff. But in the back of everybody's mind, he's just going to be holding the title warm for The Rock. And that's what's really going to ruin the fucking title reign.
Exactly. When you just hear when Rock's just got the Glazer title on one shoulder, fucking world title on the other shoulder. Look at that, man. It's gonna combine them.
100%, Bell. I could see The Rock coming back to help the OG Bloodline and making them think the odds are even, and then he's going to turn on the OG Bloodline and be revealed as the tribal chief that's been pulling the strings the whole time. I could see something like that, especially now with them putting Jacob Fatu with Solo's blood, Caesar fucking Sikoa, with the OG or with the Solo's bloodline. I could see something like that. I could see The Rock teaming with the OGs for a short amount of time, and then switching and turning on them and making everything, or being revealed as the final boss, but or the tribal chief that's been pulling the strings the whole time. But I think he absolutely is the other tribal chief for sure.
I think overall he will be, the main tribal chief behind everything. He is the true final boss. So, final boss in secret. But we'll see how it goes, man. I'm not crazy about all this, man, but we'll see how it goes.
Definitely, bro. But yes, we will just have to wait and see where it goes, because good Lord, there's so many options, and my God, who fucking knows, man. But with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. This has been episode 219 of the podcast, man. And with that, that is going to do it for this edition of the news, man. And with that, it has been another great episode, and always, always, always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the podcast. Thank you guys so much for joining us, man. We had a little bit of the Replay Mafia in here today, which I can always, always appreciate, man. JT, JB, thank you guys for showing up, man. Our usual,
thank you guys.
Our usual leaders of the Replay Mafia, man, my guys, absolutely. Thank you guys for being here, JT, JB. Thank you guys for coming, and then everybody as a part of the live chat. the homie Bell, even though she's my biggest op on the planet. Bell, Durante, Logan, thank you guys so much for being here, man, as always. And it has been always a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And I, Sir K.
And that
It was
is gonna
great
do
to be
it.
back.
Yes, absolutely. Always great having you back, man. I miss this, man. I miss talking some old Caesar Fatu with you, bro. But anyways,
Fucking Caesar.
that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Heels podcast. Thank you guys so very much. Thank you guys. We love you guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you guys on Monday for a very, very interesting edition of Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.
I used to get pills on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold when what you talking about, Willis? The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze gats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck
I am. I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread the butter lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black ninja. Coming where you rest at, surrender. Step inside the ring, use the #1 contender. Looking cold booty like your pussy.